working like this. I work my ass off and I can't even pay bills.
Sorry, but your card is declined.
I'm sorry?
Your card was...
I recently posted about the fact I'm 26 years old and I'm in $95,487.73 worth of debt, and I want to talk about it.
I think maturing is realizing that the end goal is actually to get out of the U.S. Make your money in the U.S. and then...
America is leading the world in something nobody wants to lead in credit card debt. More and more people are swiping their cards, not to buy a car, buy a house, or splurge on luxuries, but just to pay for food utilities and gas. Today, come with me and listen to the cries for help from people who cannot keep up with their credit card debt just from trying to cover the everyday life. You're going to realize that the American dream has turned into a nightmare.
So I just went through another week where I had to put $100 worth of groceries for myself and my spouse on my credit card. A credit card that I already know I'm not gonna be able to pay off at the end of the month. And I just had no choice. I'm already in debt, but I need food on the table. I have to have a roof over my head. And for everyone thinking, oh, you're not working hard enough or buy less groceries. No, I'm not making enough off the wages in the state of Michigan to live even remotely close to a comfortable lifestyle. It is a stress in my life all of the time just to buy basic necessities like food. And for some reason, our government system and people who voted for MAGA are just throwing away money to make the rich richer, spend money on wars, while working people like me and many others are struggling.
That $100 is not shopping money, and it is not vacation money. That is just food. Now try adding rent, electricity, gas, insurance. And imagine how brutal it gets. I am genuinely curious, are prices only this crazy in Michigan, or is this what things look like all across America?
I recently posted about the fact I'm 26 years old and I'm in $95,487.73 worth of debt, and I want to talk about it. Up until 24 hours ago, I did not know that was actually the total of all of my debt, credit cards, and student loans. That number also does not include my auto loan, and if we are adding in my auto loan, the total number is $110,938.83. Since totaling up all of my debt, I don't think I've actually gotten one good breath of oxygen in the last 24 hours. I feel like there is an elephant sitting on my chest, and I don't think I can sit still because all I keep repeating is $95,487.73.
Looking at this number suddenly makes my own $6,000 of debt feel not so bad. Just think about it. How long is she going to have to work and struggle to wipe out that debt? And with the cost of everything getting higher and higher, I honestly believe that number's only going to keep growing.
Does anyone else feel like they're absolutely fucking drowning financially? As a single 29-year-old woman, I have 3 jobs. And I'm still fucking struggling. And I'm just getting myself farther and farther into credit card debt because I don't have enough after the first of the month to avoid using it. It just isn't working. Full-time job. Not doing it. Got a second job. It's barely doing it. The third job. Hit or miss. If I even get paid on time.
There was a time when our parents could live in just one job. Want to buy a house and a car. Pick up a second job. But I never thought we would get to a point where people are working 3 jobs and still cannot pay off their credit cards. And sadly, more and more people are living like this.
I'm f***ing stressed out! I'm f***ing stressed! We should not be working like this. I work my ass off and I can't even pay bills.
So is anybody else having issues with their debit cards or credit cards when they're going to pay? So like tonight I went shopping at the mall. I went to Macy's. It's in a different state that I'm from. I live a half hour from the border, okay? Went to pay for my things and used my tap pay on my phone, and it declined my debit card. Where I have...
And this is probably the most awkward situation of all, and one I hope nobody ever has to go through. She had no idea there was not enough money available on the card, and then the card got declined at checkout.
Sorry, but your card is declined.
I'm sorry?
Your card was declined.
Oh, wow. You know what? That's fine. I'm just not going to get any of this stuff. Can I speak with your manager as well? Because you're being very loud and trying to tell my business, and I'm...
But no matter how awkward it gets, please do not act like this girl.
I'm an American. I pay $1,600 for a flat that has no bedroom. That's 2/3 of my income. I'm an American. I work 50 hours a week. I don't have health insurance. I'm an American. I couldn't afford to have a child even if I wanted to. I am $7,000 in debt. I'm an American. My health is declining because I can't afford Whole Foods because that's too expensive.
Forget the American dream. This is what life looks like for the average American now.
Front row seat to me committing debt sins. I'm getting dinner for my family from Chick-fil-A. I don't know how much it costs because he didn't tell me. He just took my card, so I'm gonna cry now. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Yeah, and it was $30. Oh my god. I just put $30 on my debit card. I should have brought my credit cards. I should have brought them.
Guys, I'm happy to share that I spent every single dollar I made this year. $0 in savings, credit cards maxed out. I'm nothing if not a perfectionist. So, go me.
Good morning, everyone. What is everyone tips and tricks to this crazy economy? Because I went to the grocery store last night and I had a friend over and I got some club soda and some snacks and not much, like one block of cheese, one singular block of cheese, and not even like a really good cheese, which I'm a really big fan of really good cheeses. What else I got? A thing of eggs and then dinner for myself, which was like a pre-packaged meal because I'm currently moving, and yeah. But it was $50. I'm like, what the? And mind you, I don't go for the expensive shit. What is how are people genuinely surviving?
Thankfully, she has 2 jobs and still has savings she built up over the years. But sooner or later, she is probably going to burn through that emergency money too if the cost of everything keeps rising like it is now. And do not tell me to stop complaining about prices. I have every reason to complain. Just look at these prices.
This is from Winn-Dixie, April of 1985. Sugar, 88 cents. 4-pound bag of sugar, $4.46. A 32 ounce of Blue Plate mayo, 88 cents. 30 ounce of Blue Plate, $3.98.
Now it is time to face something even scarier, having to use a credit card to pay the gas and electric bills.
It took me $60 to fill up my tank. I don't know how long I'm gonna be door dashing with prices going as high as they are. I don't know how any door dasher is doing door dashing if the prices of gas continue to go up so freaking high, because we burn gas fairly quickly.
So when did the gas station start putting $175 holds on your card, your debit card or credit cards when you're trying to pump gas? I just left QT and I paid for gas with my Amex and I got an alert of a transaction, and this was prior to me even pumping. I had my phone in my hand, so I seen the text message come through. Why did they put a $175 hold on my card when I only got $72 worth of gas?
I don't know if it's just the electric in Ohio, but my power bill this month was $375. And it's not cold. I have it set on 73. The windows were just redone last year, so it shouldn't be escaping. I don't know what the heck's going on. What kind of electric bills do you have? Because this girl's going to need another job just to pay for the electric. I don't have gas. I know some people pay gas and electric. Everything in my house is electric, but it's crazy. It sucks.
One job just to live, then another job just to pay the electric bill at home. It sounds ridiculous, but that is literally how she is living.
A couple weeks ago, I was telling my boss that I was struggling with money because I don't really make a lot. And she told me that she paid for all of her kids' private school. She's paying for all 3 of her kids to go to college. Her husband is like a lawyer and they live in like $1 million home. And she was telling me how if she didn't have to pay for all of that, she would be like rolling in the dough right now. And I know she meant that in the best of ways, meaning that like, yeah, everybody's struggling.
I get that her boss is trying to relate, but sorry, paying for private school and college for 3 kids and not having enough money for food. Those are not the same kind of struggle. Some people have to cut back on vacations. Other people are staring at the price of eggs and putting them back. And that is our America, two completely different worlds.
Let's talk about how I got myself $47,000 worth of credit card debt while I get ready. I started sharing all about my debt about 2 months ago on here, and since then, the number one question that I've gotten is, how the heck did you get in this much debt? And I want to be clear that prior to about 2.5 years ago, my husband and I both had zero debt other than our cars. We had just over, but my main priority was making sure that my kids were happy and healthy, and unfortunately in this period, it was kind of touch and go.
The scary part is that they used to think they were doing fine. Great credit score, almost no debt. Then a few years later, $47,000 is sitting on their credit cards. And what makes it worse is that it did not come from some crazy spending spree. It came from the cost of living rising faster than their income. And I believe anybody, including you and me, could end up in that exact situation.
I just cried with my mom because I just realized how credit cards work. So I was only paying the minimum every month. I thought that, is that not logical that the minimum, like you just have to pay the minimum every month? So I've only been paying the minimum every month. And I have had the amount that I could pay the whole thing, but I just wasn't because that would be like all my money. So I've just been paying the minimum every month. I didn't know you had to pay at least what you spent that month. I don't know if that's like stupid that I didn't know that.
In this case, I think there is a lesson we should take from it. Why are we using credit cards when we do not even know how to use them? Never think making the minimum payment is enough because interest keeps getting added to whatever balance is left. If you cannot pay it all off yet, at least check how much money you are losing every month just to interest.
Sorry, miss, but your card just declined.
Oh, that's weird. Can we just try it again? Hold it like that way. In my savings account, so I have to transfer and then it goes back and forward and I never know which account it's in. Just do it one more time. Just like tap to the side. Banking issue, just like totally out of my control. Third time lucky. I feel like that might make it work. Just like magically, I don't know. Don't worry about the eggs. I'm actually not gonna eat them. I think I have some in the fridge. I'm fasting tomorrow. I've started intermittent fasting, so don't worry about the eggs. I don't need breakfast. It's all good. $10 eggs, am I right? No, the other direction. Just don't worry about the tampons. I'll just, I'll figure it out. I'll do something. Transferring right now. It's my signal. It's just really, I'm sorry. You have one bar? I only have one. Hello, it's out of my control. I have lots of money. You know what? You guys have some great snacks here. Have you guys seen this like Mars bars? This type of candy though is bad for you. Have you heard what's in these at the moment? It's crazy. No, keep the tequila though. We're gonna need that. Definitely gonna need that. That way. And this time, let's try 10 seconds. Oh, I have 2 bars now. I say to just never give up. You just never give up and things might just work out. So please just try it again. Please try one more. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a call. 1 second. Dad, I need a favor right now.
People are literally getting to a point where they're working all the time and they no longer can afford to pay their bills without doing shit on the side. It's absolute insanity to have to work anywhere from 12 to 18 hours a day just to still not be provided with enough to survive. And then it's like whenever you bring it up, people will try to make you out to be the problem when that's so far from the truth. We're all out here working as hard as we can. We're cutting back where we can. And it's like we're working 1 million hours a day and it's still not ever enough.
If working 12 hours a day is still not enough, then I honestly do not even know what the word hardworking is supposed to mean anymore. But sadly, more and more people are being forced to work themselves this hard.
Hey! So I work in the operating room, and I just worked a 12-hour shift in the operating room, and I cannot afford my rent. I can't afford my rent. I can't afford gas. I can't afford groceries. I can't afford any of my endless other bills that I am responsible for because I am an adult.
At this point, I think the whole just work harder line has stopped meaning anything. She just worked 12 hours at the hospital, and at midnight she is still out delivering food just to cover rent, gas, and groceries. There are only 24 hours in a day. How many more hours are people supposed to sell just to survive?
Today I watched 5 of my coworkers get laid off from a job that they've been working for 20 plus years. Each and every one of them have 20 plus years experience. and the company just let them go just like that. Now, these are hard-working, dedicated, loyal employees. So it just goes to show, man, you can do everything right and stuff still goes wrong.
And this is the part that makes everything feel even more suffocating. You can work extra hours to cut your spending, pay down your debt month after month, but all it takes is a losing your job one day and the whole thing can come crashing down.
I'm holding my phone up because, my phone holder just broke amongst everything else. In the wise words of the prophet George Carlin, it's called the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe it. Meanwhile, I'm out here. I'm not asleep. I am wide awake. I am paying $6 for McCormick chicken dust today. Chicken dust. Chicken seasoning is $6 for a tiny little jar. Eggs, $10 damn a dozen. Folgers coffee. Folgers coffee is now $20 for the lidded red jar. The tin that tastes like it was scraped out of a nursing home's drip pot in 1986.
And after all of this, maybe it is finally time to admit that the American dream has turned into the American nightmare.
Things I've learned since I've left America and moved abroad to a different country. Number one, we were lied to in America. America is not nearly as great as we've been told that it is. Number two, we are actually so behind other countries and we don't even realize it because we are constantly fed the lie that we are the best. Number three, we've also been lied to about how scary other...
When you live in America long enough, so many expensive and exhausting things slowly start to feel normal, until you go somewhere else and realize not everybody lives like this. And once that thought gets into your head, the next question almost asks itself, do you really have to go back?
I think maturing is realizing that the end goal is actually to get out of the U.S. Make your money in the U.S. and then get out, bro. Like, this place is just horrible, bro. Like, the food is poisonous. Like, bro, everything's trying to kill you. Government is corrupt. Like, this country's cooked, bro. We gotta get out.
And those are just a few of the countless Americans crying out for help on social media. They are drowning in debt with no way out simply because they have been using credit cards to cover everyday expenses. Are you in the same situation? Or have you seen someone going through something similar? Do not be afraid to share your thoughts and subscribe to the channel for the videos coming up next.